Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven. I'm going to be taking Horzat and Syntha in this time. I don't know where we're going to go, but I want to stop by the merchant first of all and pick up some stuff for them. So Horzat is very much a close quarters person and Syntha is a mage. So I think what we might do is we might get her eagle eye goggles. Just so that we can attack with advantage one time. It's expensive, but I think it's going to be cool because she's going to be a heavy hitter, like a portable nuke. Horzat, on the other hand, I think we'll get him one of the leather armors. And after that, probably the minor healing potion, because if he's going to be up close and personal, that seems like a very sensible option. Alright, so our secondary type of team is ready. These are going to play very differently to the previous ones, but we'll hop into the city encounter and see what we get. On a trip to the new market, you see a curious sea chart prominently displayed in a Varroth merchant's stall. Ah, I see this interests you, he says, while holding it up, taking great care not to damage it. I've been told this map will lead you to a location of untold riches, wondrous beyond anything you've seen before. The Varroth gestures grandly with his free hand and his smile grows wide. How can you say no to this? Just make me an offer. I mean, I would like to bargain for it, but we've got no money, so... let's see. Despite your valiant efforts, you cannot get the merchant to lower his price to something you can afford. It's not a surprise, so we get nothing from that. Now, our party level is 1. Taking the average character level, dividing by 2, and rounding up. Okay. Right, so even if we were to use the other characters, it still wouldn't bump the level up. I think we're going to go to the underwater lagoon. It's a side quest. It's not one of the world main quests. Certainly it's not a core quest. And we don't know what the reward's going to be, so let's go have a look and see what forest ints, drakes. Ugh, that thing looks kind of terrifying. Flying innate shit. I wonder what flying means for... Oh, of course, it just means it can't really step on traps. That's fine!
Looks to be off the coast of the Chained Isle, the ship captain says as he studies the map you found. I won't be mooring anywhere near that wretched place, he says, but I'll get close enough for you to go and explore this underwater cave of yours, with a dinghy and a bit of swimming.
Thanks.
It seems like a solid enough deal, so you shake hands and head out into the open water on the captain's trade vessel. Not too far out to sea, a large mass of land appears on the horizon. After another hour, the captain drops the sails and the ship stalls in the water. Close enough, I'd say, the captain says. Crew's starting to get shifty. We've approached from the west side, so you should be able to find your landmarks when you get near the shore. We'll be waiting for you here when you return. Though if the spirits take you, we won't be waiting too long.
Understood.
You board the dinghy and begin rowing toward the island. Luckily, it doesn't take too much time to find the triangle of rocky outcroppings along the coast, detailed by your map. Rowing to their center, you ingest the horribly constricting breathing spheres and dive down beneath the waves. After getting your bearings, you manage to see a conspicuous tunnel and swim down through it until it turns upward, and you emerge from the water into a beautiful earthen cave full of colorful, crystalline plant life. In the distance, you see a pool of water that radiates a vibrant shade of blue. Unfortunately, you also see the more hostile forms of life that inhabit the cavern. Oozes stir at your presence and advance toward you, hungry for an easy meal.
And we might be just that. Have one or more monsters present on the map at the beginning of every round during the scenario. That's worth 2 perk points to constantly be fighting. Sure. Gain 7 or fewer experience during the scenario. Never allow your current hit points to drop below half your maximum. That might happen just because we don't have many cards. We've only got 8 cards available. Actually, I wanted to have a look at these. I've already done the Horsats. So Fire Orbs, that gets burned. Paling Eruption, that gets burned. Pretty much all of these will get burned, except for Reviving Ether. Recover all of your burned cards, and this one gets permanently burned. So we want to keep Reviving Ether no matter what. Freezing Nova. Mana Bolt uses anything. Frost Armor uses anything and can be used for attack and defense. That's really, really quite powerful. Flame Strike, that does wounds. What does wound actually do? 1 damage at the start of each of its turns. A heal ability will cure the wound. Okay, so wounding's good for just making things bleed out. Ride the Wind is like all of the movement. Crackling Air. Ooh. On the next 4 attacks, add an attack. And also has some retaliation. If we're consuming the fire element, which is possible. Hardened Spikes gives shield and a retaliator that affects friends and adjacent allies. And Aid from the Ether gives a mystic ally. That's pretty cool. And potentially healing. Okay, we're going to take off Ride the Wind and we're going to put on Aid from the Ether because I think we need a healing ability. Oh, actually, we've got one there on Mana Bolt, don't we? Okay. In that case, it's a choice between these two. I think we'll go for this one because Impaling Eruption generates Earth. Yeah, it's going to be fine. It's just about deciding. Right, so here, I wanted to double check these. I don't think we're quite going to get 7 experience. So layabout might just happen by itself. Let's go in and see what this place has to offer. Okay, we're off to a terrifying start. Some of these things look really easy to kill. Some of them really don't. We have damaging traps. That's bad for us. Do we have anything that's going to push? Yes. Warding strength could work. So we could push this back and smack it up. We could use Provoking Roar to move closer to it and then do that. Over here on the Spell Weaver, we want something that's going to be area of effect. Fire Orbs, target 3. Gain 1 for each enemy targeted. Okay, we're easily going to get 7 experience. So we could go Frost Armor. because I want to go relatively quickly. So frost armor and fire orbs. We'll probably just use the frost armor to move. Oh wow, shield 5. Shield 5. Okay, so our plan to use the fire orbs is going a little bit badly. If we had piercing to get through, that'd be fine. Okay, so we're going to move to here. And we're going to smack you. It's good. Push him all the way back here, actually. So there's no point in us doing fire orbs. We could move next to... What's this going to do? It's going to attack one. Yeah, we can step next to it and then smack it. Actually, let's... Let's just attack it from here. Worthless. Worthless. We were going to do 1 damage and then we didn't. Okay, well, it's going to move 2. So if we come to here, it can't actually reach us. Oh, then again, it has a ranged attack. So I take it all back. Okay, we could try skewering through. Or... Leaping Cleave. Leaping Cleave could work quite nicely, get both of these. So let's do Shield Bash to move and Leaping Cleave to get in there. And over here... Assuming this thing dies, we could do a Freezing Nova. And then... Impaling Eruption will get us closer. These have been discarded, not burned, so... Yeah, it'll give us a choice to work between them. Impaling Eruption is potentially good for going through and attacking, but it'll give us a chance to see what these ones have. So they're going to move, they're going to attack, they're going to move, they're going to attack, and they're going to curse, which is bad. So I found out that curses stick around in your deck until you draw them. And this is going to not move, and then it's going to attack at range 3. So really we want it killed if we can. So in we go, and we will attack just like this. Well, one of them's gone. Better than nothing, I guess. This thing's still got 4 health left, and... You know what? We'll do an Impaling Eruption, and we'll use the Eagle-Eye Goggles, and we'll try and go through like this. I think that was worth it. And then we can use this to move in up here. Now these are ranged mobs, so stepping in should give them a... Well, I was going to say, should give them a disadvantage on their attack, but of course they can just move away. We'll take that 1 damage. The use is going to be painful, though. Okay, not too bad. We'll take the 2 damage. Ooh. So, we could overwhelming assault to move through and then push this guy to here, and that'll kill him. Or push this one to here. Either way, overwhelming assault is something we want to do. And then spare dagger to actually attack. For here, we could get hardened spikes to give us a lot of retaliation. Or we could use Mana Bolt just to cause direct damage. I think Mana Bolt on this. And then a Flame Strike to follow up. And that will still give us Reviving Ether to use next turn. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, they're going so quickly. Fine, we're not targeting this one. We are targeting the ooze. I mean, we can still push him into the trap. It's just it's not going to do any... Actually, no, it should do damage because it's not an attack that's going to be blocking the shield. So, yeah. This is just really going to not be great because of the disadvantage. Yeah, times 0. When they've got shield, if you're at a disadvantage, it's pretty bad. So move here. Push you to there. All the way through, actually. Oh, he's flying. He doesn't get hit by the traps. Well, duh, that was pointless. What a complete waste of a turn. I did not see what the ooze's action was. Was it just to die? Okay, I feel like we need getting close on this. We're going to have to do hardened spikes and reviving ether. Actually, no, we can do rests. So yeah, we could step in and attack it. And then we'll do a short rest. That's fine. Which means we kind of want to get behind it. Yeah, we could do Sweeping Blow and Skewer, maybe? No, let's do Eye for an Eye and Trample, because this has got Pierce. Okay, so the Brute's turn. Get here, grab the gold. Wait. Oh, it's 2 spaces away. I am an idiot. I thought he was flying on that space for a fraction of a second, and I've just gone and put myself in the wrong place. We can't undo that. Can I restart the round? I'm going to try this. I don't actually know if it just rolls back to the start of this. But we'll make the same selections we have. And I'm assuming it's not going to... Yeah, okay, so we had Eye for an Eye and Trample. Yeah, I can quite clearly see now where he is. And over here we had these two. He's still doing the same thing. So yeah, I assume it's got a fixed RNG seed. So if we're going to get in, we need to actually take some damage on ourselves. I think it's probably worth it. Take the damage. Give him a smack. That's good. Take some healing though. And over here, yeah, come down to this side of it. And we're just going to try and take it out. Of course. Of course, that's very unlucky. So, fair bit of damage, but we'll take it on the chin. We'll go for both of these and we'll do a rest next turn. You're going to do a long rest this turn, and that should be fine. So let's step into here. Very interesting critters. Knowing that they've got that cycle of shielding and then doing other things. I think next time I would play it slightly differently, but it's really, really good to know. We're going to burn... Burn hardened spikes. You need to do a long rest. And over here, these are still recoverable because of the way the Spellweaver works. Let's do a Reviving Ether to get this door open. And then... want something with a reasonable range on it. Range 3, range 3. Let's do Frost Armor. Because I don't know what's going to be in the next room. More things. That's what there is. We can roughly tell how far through we are based on this. Is there another door to open? I don't think so. There's some difficult terrain. Ah, yeah, that is one more door there. So we've done 1/3 of the rooms. But we can get a bit started on these guys. So worth it. Strengthen and muddle. That's not going to be fun for next turn. Ow. I'll take it on the chin for the moment. I really quite like Trample. Sweeping Blow's good if things are next to each other. Pushing stuff away is not very useful on this particular one, so let's get rid of that. Okay, so I need you to move 1, 2, 3, at least 4. or less and we get you to do a ranged attack, which is reasonable. We could actually put you right in the middle of everything. If we give you eye for an eye and skewer, that'll let us get right in the middle and hopefully get attacked by these. Over here, can we get fire actually put out? I don't think we have anything that causes fire, do we? We've got things that use... Oh no, fire orbs does, of course. Of course fire orbs does. So we want to use fire orbs this turn. And its range is 3, which would be 1, 2, 3. Not massive. Let's do Mana Bolt and Fire Orbs. So we do a bit of healing on ourselves and get those Fire Orbs going. Cool, they're all moving slowly. So, spot a healing. I would love to hit another one with this, but I don't see it happening. We are going to use advantage though because we're burning a card for this. So let's make it count. So solid hit, that one. And that's respectable enough. What are these going to do? They're going to heal themselves. That's a shame. And these are going to attack and poison. Yeah, attack at range 3. So they're going to come right in, aren't they, potentially? We'll still move in. But we're just going to do a regular attack, actually. Rather than retaliate. Retaliate's not going to give us anything. I'm trying to get this guy killed. There goes one of the curses. Oh, that's annoying. This is going to poison us. Look at that healing. Also, they loot everything nearby, which is just rude. Okay, well. Trample is fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could take out both of these with that. And potentially, it's a shame Skewer's gone. Skewer would work for both of these. And then potentially a spare dagger. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can't quite get far enough to hit more of them. I'm not sure if Trample would actually let us 1, 2, 3, 4 end on an enemy. I think it wouldn't. So what we might have to do is we might have to trample through these two and then swing back around. These are likely to put on some form of not healing, shield anyway. Maybe we just focus on them one at a time. If we move through, we could cleave. There's no traps to push them into, unfortunately. And really, I need to either be here or here, but I want to be on this side, is what I'm thinking. 1, 2, 3, and then actually just move 2 and cleave. Yeah, all right. Leap and cleave, and we'll do provoking roar. That's what we're gonna do. So you're gonna take out those 2 annoying things. Over here, we're going to get a flaming strike in on one of these, and freezing Nova to heal up Cragheart. Which will get rid of the poison. Sorry, not Cragheart, the Brute. Just double checking, your heal is range 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, yeah, so if we might need to move in before we can actually utilize it. We can always do it in a future turn. That's not going to be a problem. Oh, we don't have the movement to get in there. Oh, fine. We're going to have to focus on these guys anyway then. Fine. Step in. It's all extra damage on them. So there goes that poison. Doesn't provide any extra benefit, but gets rid of it so we don't have to worry about it. And we're going to cause a wound on this guy. So this one's going to die, this one's not quite. Hey! Then again. Oh, this is bad. Very bad. Warding his strength is not a bad idea. Shield bash and warding strength over here. We're going to have to do, I think, a short rest. We need to do reviving Ether. So mana bolt and reviving Ether to get back our burned cards. These guys shielding up, of course. That's fine. We'll get them next turn. So, in fact, let's do the healing first. Oh, it's only range 1. Well, let's move in a little bit further. So reviving ether is gone, permanently out. We'll get warding strength to try and give us a little bit of a chunky defense. And I think we'll try and get these gone. Let's start with this one. Oh, come on. It's stunned, it can't do anything, but that was a card we burned. So unfortunate. Warding strength. Warding strength. Let's do spare dagger and trample over here. And we need those fire orbs. We need those fire orbs going off because we've got so many things that we need to hit. So frost armor and fire orbs. Pretty much everything's in range. So we're going to hit you. We're going to hit you. And these should die out by themselves. We want to kind of damage these ones. Not this one because it's too close to us, this one. There goes another of the curse cards. 2 kills. It's all right. Now I think we'll move around this way. I tell you what, this is a hard encounter. Knowing how the mobs are really makes a big difference, though. We want to get you killed because I don't trust you at all. Probably should have done that the other way around, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. Now the small ones we could probably ignore. Yeah, we have to do a short rest. Goodbye, provoking roar. We need to get in here and start damaging these two. Trample would work to get us in there. Trample and leaping cleave. Or eye for an eye for when we get up close. Just in case we do any retaliation. Nah, it's got to be trample and leaping cleave. Over here, we're not adjacent to any enemies, but we would want to be in order to get something for that. So can we move for 1, 2, 3, 4, because this is difficult terrain unless we can fly over it, which we can't. So it might have to be Flame Strike for the actual attack. An impaling eruption for the move. Okay, we might be able to make this work. So if you come to here and then attack this thing, try and get the wound on it. What are they going to do? They're going to attack and poison. Okay. Yeah, the leaping cleave isn't going to be quite as good as I thought it would. Fine, we'll do this as a regular move, and we'll cleave both of these just to reduce the amount of poison coming in. Okay, we took a little bit of damage from that. He took 1 damage because, you know, it's the turn. Yeah, we'll just receive that damage. The poison's a bit of a shame. Ow. Let's burn 1 available card. Which one are we going to burn? Hardened spikes. Super painful. I do think this thing's gonna vanish, so maybe spare dagger and just focusing on this one. We could also do a spot of healing. Yeah, let's eye for an eye heal you. That's going to be at range. No, we can't because we're not next to you. That'll have to be in the future. So spare dagger, and we'll use overwhelming assault to actually do the move. And in here, you got to do a short rest. We are running out of cards. Goodbye, flame strike. So we could go frost armor. Actually, if we move to here, we could impaling eruption both of them. So Manabot to move and impaling eruption. So they're going to suffer 2 damage. So if we can get them down low enough. It's not hugely likely, but this thing's definitely going to die. This one, maybe not. We'll have to see. That'll do. They're both going to bleed out. We've still got 1 more room to go through. This is brutal. These aren't really a concern. They're going to go over time. Short rest. Sure, we'll lose spare dagger. We need to really be moving. So let's leap and cleave. That will get us 1, 2, 3. And then trample. Over here, you've really not got much left. We just need to move you along. seeing as you're going out anyway, we could try and heal up the brute just to get him going as much as possible. Although looting up stuff is not a bad idea. No, we could survive one more round. We could survive one more round. So move in. You're not quite out yet. Take a little bit of damage. Because I want to see what's behind the door. That's the most important thing. Okay, those two are fine. Doesn't matter if we're moving slowly. You're going to do a short rest. We're losing mana bolt, so we're not going to get to do that healing I was talking about. Actually, no, we can. We can do it with Freezing Nova. So, spot a healing. And this would be amazing to use if we could, but there's nothing to use it on. For the brute. Ooh. So there's a Rending Drake. There's another one of those elites. Forest Imp. In fact, there's 3 Rending Drakes. And there is a treasure chest. It would be tempting to just do a mad dash to the treasure chest at the back. Plenty of things to find in here. May as well push in as far as we can. And we'll get Retaliate just in case anything does try and attack us. Poison as well. Nasty. Well, we're going to run out of stamina soon. So short rest. Oh, Leaping Cleave. No. Redraw that. Sure we can lose Overwhelming Assault. Because Leaping Cleave... Oh, it's not quite going to get us far enough. Trample will, though. Eye for 9 Trample. We're going for that box. Unless we die first. I'm going to burn an available card. I can't believe it got 2 attacks. Oh. Okay, well. We got a lot of XP. That was a really, really long mission. I wasn't expecting it to be quite that intense, but those are some really cool mobs. I do think we can do this. It's just going to be a bit about being lucky and a bit about knowing the order of things that they're working with. So very cool. Very cool. Unfortunately, that's all going to be next time because we have run out of time for this episode. Thank you very much for coming along. And as always, thank you very much for your patience. I'm not going to be the best player at this, but Gloomhaven is a bloody hard game and we're not making it easy on ourselves. As always, if you have enjoyed this, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven. See you soon.